Hi guys. Okay, so I was thinking about something today. Like there's something I wanted to get, and I was just like, God, I've not gotten this thing. When am I going to have it? As I started to think about it, I started to notice that I was getting anxious, and immediately a thought dropped in my heart that why am I anxious about this? You know, that instead I should thank God for what He has done, what He's currently doing and what He will do. And as I started to thank God, I noticed something. I noticed that the anxiety I was starting to feel left. In our world where we live in, it's easy for us to get anxious if we allow it. There's so many things in your faces. Sometimes you feel left out. Sometimes you're like, oh my God, look at where my mates are. When am I going to have this or when am I going to have that? But you see how powerful Thanksgiving is. What Thanksgiving does is that it removes you as the focus and then puts God as the focus. When you're anxious, when you're worried, you're thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the problems that you have, you're thinking about your challenges, you're thinking about different things, and then you start to get anxious. There's anxiety, there's worry, there's fear. All these things are not God's plan for your life. Okay, so what Thanksgiving does is that it removes you from the equation and it makes God your sole focus. As you're thanking God, you're like, God, I thank you for my life. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you that you've kept me so far. I thank you for the gift of breathing in and breathing out. That's a gift. When I was ill and in one of those episodes, I was admitted to Lute, the emergency ward, and I saw a lot of things. There were people that were breathing through oxygen. In my own corner, there were 4 of us. One, they just amputated her leg, but she was happy, she was joyful. The other 2 in my front, they were both in coma, so they were not moving, they were not speaking. They were feeding them through tube. All I'm saying is, you look at your life, you see what He has done, you thank Him. He removes you from the equation and puts God in focus, right? There's something my mom usually say. She said, you've seen the one God has done. You see what He's currently doing. So why are you worrying? Why are you anxious? So everything works out together for the good of those that love Jesus. The scripture I like so much is in Psalm 9 verse 1. It says, I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. That's Thanksgiving. It's powerful. You know what Philippians 4 from verse 6 to 7 says? Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And what is the benefit of doing this? He said, and then the peace of God that passeth all understanding will fill your hearts. That's why our walk with God is so beautiful. Our walk with Jesus is so beautiful. If you're watching this video and you don't have a relationship with Jesus, I would, implore you to actually do. It's an amazing journey. You walk with the Lord. It's a step-by-step, it's a journey, it's a step-by-step journey actually. But it's beautiful, it's amazing. There are so many things that you get from working with the Lord that this world won't offer you. Okay, so today, as you watch this video, whenever you're going to watch the video, don't forget to thank Jesus at all times. Thank Him for what He has done. Do you know the cost of oxygen? Do you know how expensive it is? But you can breathe in, you can breathe out. When I was sick, I knew how important it is to be healthy. In my very eye, somebody was dying and the woman was crying. She had her son in her hand. I was struggling to breathe, but there were people whose issue were even worse than mine. So you have to thank God that you are alive is a miracle. That you can hear me, you can see me, you can breathe in, you can stand, you can walk. Oh my God, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. So I want us to always thank God, be thankful. Don't be anxious for anything. Don't let anxiety come in. Don't let worry come in. Once you notice that you're getting anxious, you're getting worried about something, hey, stop it. Start thanking God. The Bible says that God has not given you the spirit of fear. And that's what anxiety does. That's what worry does. The spirit of fear will come in. And you're not even God, basically. So why not you just allow him to do his part? And you do your part, and everybody will be happy. Okay, guys, so I just thought to share this. Till we meet again. Bye.